All right, I should be live. Let me make sure it's live in both locations. Hi guys, me again. Okay, I am live on YouTube. I am not live on Twitch. There we are. Now I'm live on Twitch. Quick check on my latency. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000. Wow, okay. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000. Okay, there's about 6 or 7 seconds to there, and we'll try again. All right, I should be live. Let me make sure it's live. Yeah, we're live in both locations. Hi, guys. Pardon me, always got to make sure. New setup, and I need to make sure things are working correctly. I did want to make one little addition to his ID. I tell you, you write one thing in someone's blood on the wall, and suddenly you're the Red Rain Ripper. Oops, wrong version of rain. Oh well, at least it's accurate. We're back here again tonight, and good evening to those of you who have joined me. We're back here again with the Red Rain Ripper. Ah, that's right. Beat Wyvern Rep for info. In Capo Diable. Cape of the Devil, you know. Capo Diable. South. I forgot to do something. I hate it when I forget to do stuff. But you know, I'm only human. Wait. I'm almost human. Did I get turned around? I must have. I did. I got turned around. Here we are. Just take me a sec. We want to make sure our double XP buff, or 100% XP buff, to go with the 50% server-wide, is still buffed. And just to be clear, it buffs duration, not amount. Good evening, and welcome. I hope your Saturday is going exceptionally well. And good evening to you, Fat Body. I hope your weekend is going exceptionally well. And you're all welcome. Lurkers, speakers, All of them. YouTube, Twitch. Everyone is welcome here, in my place. Except assholes. I'm the only asshole allowed here. Tomorrow, the football tomorrow, I'm going to assume. Or does the bang bang represent you going out to the range? Something along those lines. Oh, damn it. Okay, this could be tougher than I want it to be, but alright, I forgot to set my notoriety level. Niner, indeed. And even should Detroit win, all of the Lions fans won't want to go home. Because I don't imagine it's 73 in Detroit right now, like it's going to be tomorrow. And they'll think to themselves, 73 in January? That doesn't sound bad at all. I could live here. And then they'll look around to see what the prices are. And then they'll decide, never mind. Can't live here. No human being could possibly afford to live here. I need to beat the Wyvern rep. Well, no one is clearly labeled as a Wyvern rep. Yes, I will be staying home tomorrow. For those not aware, Levi's Stadium, home of the 49ers, is in about 3 miles in that direction. I think that's a road. It's like 1.5 miles or 2 miles as the bird flies. And let's see, Cisco is 2 blocks in that direction. And Intel in that direction about 4 or 5 miles. And a little bit further in that direction, NVIDIA. I am Win in Fauntleroy. Thank you for asking. All of us City of Heroes players are winning because the game's back and it's not pirate anymore. Yeah, legit servers. Yes, they reached a licensing agreement about 2 weeks ago with NCSoft. Yeah. Officially recognized, legitimate, licensed fan servers. And the servers have been jumping ever since. A lot of people are not comfortable, understandably, using any sort of private server. And this was a nod to them. You can play. Basically similar to Project 1999 servers for EverQuest. Officially licensed and given the nod. How do you play? You just go to, just Google up. Well, hell, I'll do it. COH. Homecoming. all the information. Let's see, you are on Twitch. You need is right there. Oh, I guess I can do that here. I haven't tried this. Yeah, okay, from Restream. That works. I am doing reasonably well. I mean, I'm an old man, so how well can I be doing? But given the fact that I'm an old man, I'm doing reasonably well. Thank you. And thank you very much for liking the videos. I definitely appreciate that. Well, Homecoming hasn't been down. It's been up for about 4 years now. After, I don't know, about a year and a half, they asked us to stop streaming it because they were working on the negotiations with NCSoft, and it was complicating negotiations. And then about a year later, they said, okay, you guys can start streaming again. And I assumed that meant the negotiations were going nowhere, and they just figured that NCSoft was never going to agree. And then 2 weeks ago, they announced the agreement. Well, I support my older viewers, obviously, on account of I'm kind of one too. Kinda? Yeah, just kinda. I'm just really, really pleased for all the players, and I'm going to say it again. I've said it before a number of times. First of all, obviously, I want to thank the Homecoming team for their dedication and their patience in getting this done. I also want to, believe it or not, here it comes, thank NCSoft. There were people at NCSoft who went to bat for this, who convinced people. They had to put it through legal. It took time, it took effort, and they had to convince people all the way up the food chain. And I am very appreciative of the work they put in to make this happen. I never thought I would say that about NCSoft. Excuse me. Now, NCSoft. Now that I said all those nice things, WildStar next, please. Please. This one's going to be a little tougher. Got him. I tell you, I've described this before too. The way it felt at the time was 4 years ago, about when this happened, was if you'd asked me on Monday, you ever heard of a private server for City of Heroes? I'd have said, well, I heard rumors twice, or read rumors twice, but they turned out to be vapor. So no, there's no City of Heroes private server. It doesn't exist. On Wednesday, the videos surfaced of it being played currently in the present day, obviously. And by Friday, I was playing the game myself. That's how fast it seemed to happen. And yeah, it just felt good to play it again. It's still, and no offense to any DCUO or Champions Online players here, it's, I think, still actually the best superhero MMO. It honestly is. I mean, I have played a good chunk of both Champions Online and DCUO on stream. I like both games. But they just don't feel as good as this game does. Yep. Well, I mean, the combat is old school. So, yeah, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who wouldn't agree that it's great. And I can't really debate that. It's very old school, and a lot of people are not going to like the feel of a game that's this old school. It almost feels turn-based, basically as your attacks and their attacks, your attacks and their attacks. It feels like a very fast-paced, turn-based game in some ways. But the customization is great. Oh, definitely, yes. The tactics and making the right decisions definitely matter. That is absolutely true. Is this another... I'm going the wrong way. Lens, you're going the wrong way. Ah, okay. So this appears to have been, as we would call it, a dead end. No. Oh, no. We've got more elevators up. And certainly the customization is great. I would say, in my opinion, Champions Online has slightly more options, or significantly more options, but I don't think they're as well arranged, and they don't feel as of a sort. They feel like they've thrown a lot of stuff at the wall to see what sticks. The only exception I would make to the movement and mobility being unparalleled in any MMO is there is one movement skill in Champions Online that is great, and that is their equivalent of web swinging. It's called grapple, I think. And your character, grapples and swings, and grapples and swings, and grapples and swings, and it's fun and involving, and it's a perfect comic book thing, because you can be in the middle of a desert, and you're grapple and swing, grapple and swing, grapple and swing. There's nothing up there. Unless there's a zeppelin keeping pace with you, there's nothing for you to grapple onto, but it is beautifully, cinematically comic book. It is neat. And it's not as good as Super Jump, which I consider to be the best movement skill ever created in any game ever, and they all MMOs need Super Jump. And there's the Wyvern representative I need. He blows up. That's a neat trick. Oh. He fires explodey things. That's a less neat trick. If he could blow up, that would be neat. And what did they do to make Super Jump even better in this game? They gave it Double Jump. The only thing that's anywhere close to Super Jump is Double Jump, and now it has both. Yeah, the thing is, I haven't played Super Speed since the game came back, so I can't remember. Is that how it works in City of Heroes? I've got 50 characters on this server. I don't think any of them are Super Speed, because tactically it's a lot less useful than any of the others. It can be difficult to get around. It's great on straightaways and stuff, but tactically it's kind of a pain in the ass, whereas the others aren't. Teleport can be difficult at times too. You hear the voice of Radio Free Opportunity the moment you turn on the radio. No, I told you. You're caller 214. You're just too late. Our lucky caller was none other than our rising star among all the fallen, the Red Rain Ripper, one of our favorite loyal listeners. In fact, Red Rain Ripper's already on the move. Wyvern better be ready to change that list of theirs, because Red Rain Ripper's already grabbing for a top place in it. And Red Rain Ripper, if you're listening, stay tuned for more to make the big score right after a word from our sponsors here on Radio Free Opportunity. The voice of Radio Free Opportunity is already talking when you tune back in. We're back. And the topic for today is Wyvern's list of the biggest and the meanest and the newest of the Black Masks, the hit list. The big news is that one of our own, none other than the Red Rain Ripper, is making a play for the list. With that villain on the case, y'all better be ready to bid for your copies of Red Rain Ripper as it's safely tucked away It ain't over yet, though. Those boys from Wyvern are crafty, and they're going to have at the whole thing coded up. Now, if only the Red Rain Ripper had some code-breaking software to bust Wyvern ciphers wide open. Too bad Arachnos won't send out any of theirs. They can break anything up to Nemesis Army codes. Of course, if Arachnos aren't willing to give, it becomes no less than a true villain's duty to take! So, if you're looking for those code-breaking programs, you can't just rip an Arachnos computer out of the wall and take it home. What you need is the programs. And to get them, you need a living, ain't that easy, guys, Arachnos crypto tech to access and pull the copies off the network. Oh, and that tech's going to be in a base, guarded by all kinds of crazy Arachnos face breakers who won't be happy to see you. And that's just the kind of thing you have to do if you're living a career of evil. So get ready and get it on. Oh, I'm going to get ready and get it on. Teleport is good. If you haven't played it, the sorcery skill is a flight and teleport combo. You have both. Computer was so bad in the day, you couldn't TP too high or you die of fall damage because it would take too long to load. I don't remember. My memory is that this game won't kill you if you fall. It'll take you down to 1 hit point. But I haven't tried for a while, so I'm not sure. I need to go back to, where was it? Port Oaks. I'm here, and the ferry is there. Back to Port Oaks, please. West? Well, superheroes don't die from a fall. They get ganked by the first guy who stumbles over them on 1 hit point, though. That happens. I've got to get some codebreaker action. That's my memory, though. Like super speed. I haven't done it since the game came back 4 years ago. 50 characters on this server, and none of them that I can remember have super speed. Now I feel ashamed. I live in shame. I must now commit Sudoku. You force your way in past the outer defenses of the Arachnos base. Now their defenders should be in here in force. Well, that's fine. Look, it's the Bug Boys. Merely creatures of habit after... Well, I certainly am a creature of habit. That is definitely a fair description of me. I will take a moment. Regather my health. I'm feeling much better now, thank you. This is not good. Damn it, I forgot. I've got to heal. I should probably use that then. Almost died because I hit my inspiration and it didn't inspire. Didn't like the aesthetic of City of Villains, but damn, did you love playing Mastermind? Yeah, well, I mean, the city itself is, well, let's be generous, a shithole. Or I should say the cities, because actually it's several different cities. And Mastermind, oh, Arachno Spaces, I agree with you 100% on. I think they are too dark and too monotone, and it can be difficult to find things. Even if you're aware of it, like yesterday, I was poking around for 2 or 3 minutes before I realized, oh, elevator. This thing here is an elevator. Yeah. So the Arachno Spaces, I agree completely on. I do not like them at all. I don't think they may be a good visual design. They are not a good design for players by any means. Elevators again. Okay, at least this time they're a little bit more brightly lit. Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of the Arachno Spaces. As a game player. Visual design? Sure, they're creepy and dark and atmospheric, and they're just not fun to play in. And as for Mastermind, the general consensus amongst MMO players who played City of Heroes is that Mastermind is the best pet class in any MMO. The caves. Yeah, Circle of Thorns missions, but just the caves. There's this one cave room that's got like 7 different levels in it. It's awful. It's just terrible. I hate cave missions. And I have vocally said so every single time I get one. And regular caves or the Circle of Thorns caves. You know, if you're looking for an object, a glowy, where you get the thrumming, you know, the humming sound to tell you there's the audio cue that there's something where you're looking, that is enormously helpful, but, you know, it would be better if it wasn't necessary, strictly speaking. But it often is. Well, that's a level for me. How nice. Again, for me, less nice for them. I haven't heard it called the cake room, but yeah. For those of you who like cake that tastes like human waste, then yeah, the cake room. I hate that room so much. Always have. Anyone in here? Guys? That looks like a dead end. I'm looking for a technician. You don't look like a technician. You look like another bug boy. I don't want to squish you. Not when I've got a knife. Or 2. Another elevator. There's 5 floors or something like that. Gotta say, these bug boys, they certainly seem to be compensating. Ooh, a Fortunata. possibly two. Stop deflecting my knives. That's not nice. The red can't flow if you're doing that. Probably this way. Do I ever play with other people? The funny thing is, I am notorious for playing solo even among my friends. And I actually have those. For a couple of reasons. The primary reason, especially if I'm streaming, I'm a little bit mental about focusing on my games when I'm playing them. I want to do the thing I'm doing, and I want to do it at my pace. And so playing with somebody else gets in the way of that. I have to be in the right mind frame. So, if a friend of mine is doing something, I'm not doing anything, and I'll ask, can I help? And I'm glad to help them and do the things at their pace. But when I'm doing stuff for myself, I really need to do it at my pace, or I just start feeling really uncomfortable about it. It's one of the reasons I stopped raiding in WoW. We are always going at somebody else's pace, not always one I was comfortable with. Wow, that's a lot of them. There's way more of them than I was expecting. I'm going to take a moment to regather my health and endurance. That was a lot more guys than I was expecting. So it is a running joke amongst my friends whom I've played enormous amounts of Guild Wars 2 and Lord of the Rings Online and Star Wars The Old Republic about how I never group. It's not true, but it has certainly more than a grain of truth to it. This isn't happening, this isn't happening, this isn't happening. Oh, it's happening, my little friend. It is happening. Oh, I have to talk to him. Oh, we've got another one. I mean, I could exit, but why when I can spill a little more of the red? You can go, my friend. Tell everyone you know. You met the Red Rain Ripper and live to tell the tale. That's me. I'm role-playing, by the way. I'm obviously not a drooling, bloodthirsty maniac, as far as you know. Evidently, based on where I logged out. Oh, that was the place. Okay, if you log out here, you get the... there's a thing called day jobs in City of Heroes. If you log out in one of a number of different locations, you'll get a buff when you log back in because you've been working on your day job. And the one I had for this location was Demagogue. I'm not sure what the effect was, but demagogue. Kind of like that. First thing first, before we go back to the radio. No, not that either. We need... Where is he? Where is he? There it is. Arbiter Unger. Because I just hit level 12. Arbiter Unger. I would like to train to a new level of power. Let's see. So, confront, that's a taunt, I assume. Useful to pull a villain off an ally who finds themselves in over their head. A to hit check is required to taunt enemy players, but is not needed against other targets. Follow up, you perform a feint attack that deals moderate damage, and after that it gives you a big damage bonus and a increase to chance to hit as well. Quick recovery, recovering endurance at normal, but double pain. What? Ancient techniques. You make yourself more resilient to pain. Thus, you can take more damage before being defeated. When you activate this power, you increase your maximum life. Right. That's the next one here. Integration. Integrate mind and body, making you resistant to knockback, disorient, hold, sleep, and immobilization effects while increasing your regen rate. So I can keep the toggle power active. Well, I guess we can use follow-up. I have no need to taunt in that I'm playing solo, and everyone I hit is angry at me to start with. Some of them are angry before I hit them. I think they're prejudging me. If they ever got to know me, if they ever got to know me, well, pretty soon I would say that they knew me. And then they knew nothing at all. Character's insane. Not me. I'm as sane as a bag full of hair. What? Radio Free Opportunity is already broadcasting when you tune in. And that's why it's called the word on the street. But you've got better. You've got the word on the airwaves with radio free opportunity. Now, if you are a good listener, you've been paying attention when you probably heard that Red Rain Ripper is already way ahead of you and already almost has Wyvern's hit list in hand, with the locations where it's getting put together and the programs to break the codes and read it. Red Rain Ripper's almost there. And what's left is getting it. And my loyal listeners, getting it is never easy. Tune right back in when the time is right and get ready to hear all about it. Does Witch have a range? The taunt, I didn't notice. The follow-up, yeah, I think it's just a melee attack. Basically, one little bop, and then all of your stuff gets buffed for a short while, presumably long enough maybe to run through all of your attacks once, and just take care of everyone. Give everyone the same equal treatment they deserve in my eyes. Ask about available missions. It takes maddening minutes to find it, but suddenly the announcer's voice explodes into the middle of a rock power ballad in a blast of static. Tune in, power up, and break out. It's your number one station for misanthropic information. It's radio. Radio free opportunity. Well, as you loyal listeners know, the stage is set. Now all that's left is to find out if Red Rain Ripper can take it all the way and actually get the list. You better watch out though, Red Rain Ripper. Wyvern ain't gonna let it go this easy. And we all want to see who's at the top of that list. The Wyvern base is the place, but only one villain knows where to go. And once Red Rain Ripper gets there, it ain't gonna be easy. The list is going to be defended, and those defenders are going to have to take big fall, and that's not all. To get that list to be worth every penny, peso, and euro of dinero, it's going to have to be the only copy left. The only way to do that is to destroy all of Wyvern's research, so that they won't be able to make another copy. So, Red Rain Ripper, if you're listening, you should know what to do. Go bust some white mask faces, because we want to hear all about it on the radio. Radio free opportunity. And we're off. How could I refuse? Oh, and it's nearby, too. How convenient. It's conveniently located for my convenience. Wait. I tell you. You write Red Rain in someone's blood on a wall, and all of a sudden you're the Red Rain Ripper. Still, could be worse. It's an accurate name. Got them both. Nice. I need to steal the list, 3 research files, and beat Guardian. Guardian is his name, really? Guardian? That's so plain. My special attack didn't hit, so I didn't get the bonus. I'm cursed. That's what it is. I'm cursed. Ooh. Rewind on that's pretty damn fast. Break room. Aw, man. No fucking Snickers. What kind of shitty company is this? No $100,000 bars. Seriously, well, who would even bother? Let's see. Talon agent. That's Talon, not talent, but... Alright, we got him. We should have our buff. Alright, it doesn't quite last long enough for me to get off all of my attacks. But the rewind on that cooldown is very quick. So we hit it. And it's still going, and it's off. And then 1,000, 2, wow, like a second and a half later, it's back. Nice. Empty classroom. That's appropriate. These guys have no class. Didn't hit that guy. Got him. Oh, we got to destroy the files. They just happen to have them sitting here in a regular filing cabinet. It's probably going to explode. How about if I back off and we use our one ranged attack? Alright, I don't think it explodes destructively. Nobody in here. Oh, hi, boys. Ah, the red. It flows so lovely. 2 more research files. The List and the Guardian. Oh, look at that man. He's sneaky. You look like an idiot, dude. All right. What do we got? What do we got? And a couple of dudes up there. 3 dudes up there. Well, 3 dudes. I don't want to take them on. Oh, oh. The game is afoot. Didn't hit. That's not helping. You had to push your luck, didn't you, friend? You just had to. Well, you know what happens to those who push their luck. Luck pushes back. And that's me. I'm all your bad luck wrapped up in one little package. Is this dude taking a leak? I missed again. I need to put an accuracy buff in that skill pronto. I'm going to take a quick knee, get my health back. They don't seem to like playing with me. I like playing with them. Uh-huh. That's where we came in, I do believe. We'll make sure that there's nothing tucked away here, because it's an old school game and there's nothing quite like the entertainment value you can get from an old school game when you have to go back looking for stuff you missed. A subscription? Mr. MacDad? Are you feeling okay? Have you suffered a recent head trauma? Thank you very, very much for the sub. I appreciate that very much. You are too kind. And I hope your Saturday night is kicking ass. But really, how good can it be? You're watching me. Still, there are worse things you could be doing. No, I actually can't come up with anything. Thank you. Well, I can distinctly remember the importance of having something to keep you amused at work. So, I am glad to be able to provide. Let me take a quick knee again, get my health back. I cannot fault you for your taste in jam if City of Heroes is your jam. I tell you, I gotta say that the Wyvern's filing cabinets is tougher than Wyvern's agents. By a significant amount. I don't think they'd like to hear that, though. Not that I care. One. Two. Three. Three Talon agents down. Old man's falling apart. Can barely breathe. Nobody up there. Dead end. Just started the game the other day. I hope you're finding it entertaining. If you are not used to old school games, the pace of it can be a little bit of an eye-opener, as it plays at a significantly more deliberate pace than most modern games. But I still do think it's the best superhero game around. I hear a thrumming. You know what a thrumming means? A thrumming means a beating, boys. A beating. A mutant melee character kind of based off X-23. Well, this character is a scrapper, but a claws-based scrapper. I just used the hand single blade model for the claws. So same as this. My secondary is regeneration. Wait. I did get it, right? Yep, I just need to steal the list and beat Guardian. Oh, then that would be exactly the same, yeah. Well, I mean, unless I'm misremembering, which is possible. Claws and regen. Yeah, that's correct. Well, clearly, you are a right-thinking individual. Oh, you did not. You're going to ruin my coat, aren't you? The red washes off, but holes don't. You jerk. Oh, there was two. The list's compiler. Even if the Red Rain Ripper gets this far, I still have the list in my head. We'll be fine. You probably didn't want me to hear that, friend. As I have said, I presently have 50 characters on this server. The only powers I've taken... Hey, what is with these guys keep showing up? The only powers I've taken from the server, from the free-to-play vendor, is the XP bonuses. Oh, and the enhancements. The leveling enhancements as well. But the rest of the stuff I have not. It's the list's compiler. Hi there. I understand, scum. This list is worth more than once I'm out of the picture. Ow. That was quite a big explosion. That didn't do you any good. You really earned your spot. Ugh. Yeah, and making alts is something that is extraordinarily common amongst City of Heroes players in my experience. That must be the list over there, so this guy's got to die. Hi. They call me the Red Rain Ripper. I don't really call myself that, but they do. The media. Somebody shoot at me. Somebody else shoot at me. And they continue to add new archetypes and new power sets. We have new power sets coming in from the next patch. For Dominators and Controllers, the Arsenal primary, and then for Dominators, the Arsenal secondary, are both coming in with the next patch. Now I just need to beat Guardian. I guess I need to find Guardian first. Now he's just an agent. Where's Guardian? Guardian, come out and play. That's an old movie reference. All right, where the bleep is Guardian? Him. That is correct. Warriors come out and play is the correct answer. There we go. Oh, I guess it's not defeat Guardian, defeat the Guardian of the list. Because that's the mission complete, guys. Once again, evil has triumphed, because good is dumb. Name that movie. Not satisfied with one old movie reference, he hits you with a second one. This one, probably a little better known. Experience is almost level 13. As the final bids come in for the hit list, you tune in to Radio Free Opportunity. It's already playing. We're the ones you hear when you're making normal folks fear. It's radio. Radio. Radio Free Opportunity, and the talk of the day is no other than the Red Rain Ripper. We only hope that you're enjoying those ill-gotten gains, Red Rain Ripper. Wyvern's gonna reel from this for a while, but we all have one big question, Red Rain Ripper. Did you put yourself on the top of that list? Come on, you can tell us. No? Wait, you don't have to tell us a thing. Of course you did. Because you made Wyvern put you there. Because you learned about it. And it all happened because you listened to the broadcast for the outcasts. The back beats for the back beat downers. Jesus. English is so hard as a first language. The back beats for the beat downers. The one, the only radio. Radio Free Opportunity. Okay, for some of the zones have 8 enemies in groups. How are you supposed to complete it on a mission? Find a party or come back when you're higher level. The area you're most likely to run into that early is Perez Park. And I hate Perez Park for exactly the reason you just asked. I was a guy who mostly played solo when the game was live. And at that time, the missions inevitably sent you in there. Now, if you were ranged, you could basically, if you had something like hover, you could hover and pick off a target or two because the melee mobs could only throw rocks at you, and then you could take off. Because in the original, you would get, I believe, your first travel speed at travel skill. Wow, the English thing. Travel skill at level 6, but you didn't get like flight. You got hover. So if you check in the flight skill, for instance, you'll see that one of the first 2 skills is hover. You had to take one of the first 2 before you could take flight
at level, I believe it was 14. So yes, places like Perez Park, or I think they're called hazard zones. The mobs are in very large clusters, especially around the outside, the gangbangers. And it's not fun. Unless you're significantly higher level, at which point you can rip through them, but you don't get much XP. So it ain't just you. It takes a bit of tuning, but finally you hear the voice of Radio Free Opportunity coming through loud and clear. It's time for the prime show of crime. That's right, villains, it's radio. Radio Free Opportunity coming at you from a secret location. And we better stay secret if we want to keep our heads today, because we've got something big. The ultimate big bads of the Rogue Isles have themselves quite a problem. And we're the only ones that are going to be brave enough to tell you about it. It seems that they've been infiltrated. That's right. A spy from the Council has made his way into their ranks and is feeding his pals information like it was a buffet line. What's worse, Arachno can't weed the guy out. If only someone could find the Council's spy master, they'd be sure to find the spy. Of course, that spy is no doubt going to make a run for Paragon to hide behind the capes there within the hour. And the Arachno's base he was in could still be on their side, so you have to fight through them to catch him. In all about 60 minutes. If you want a shot, just be our 13th caller. It could be you. You call the number and the phone picks up immediately. Congratulations, Red Rain Ripper. You're our lucky winner. You get the location of the Council Spy Master. Now remember, this is a two-parter, and the second part going to be on the clock. The good news is, sources say Arachnos won't be any more upset than normal if you take out a whole base of the Council's spies hiding in. Arachnos figures it would serve them right for being fooled. So good luck, good hunting, and tell everyone you heard about it here on radio. Radio Free Opportunity. All right. The spy. He leaps through the air with the greatest of ease. Bye, guys. The Council. The Council is one of two, count 'em, two groups of Nazis in City of Heroes. I bet you did not see that coming. The Council manipulated the fifth column for years, and the fifth column vanished from the game, presumably because the symbolism was a little bit too Nazi for some of the European countries. Not clear. Regardless, they came back and have been trying to get even with the Council for manipulating them for so long. So, not only do we get to beat up Nazis, the Nazis get to beat each other up. It's the best of both worlds. Now, my character here, he's a mass-murdering, blood-loving psychopath. But he's no Nazi. Find the spy identity and defeat the spy master. Not nuts about this particular layout either, gotta say. They are architecturally interesting and nicely done designs. They can be really annoying to play in and around. God damn. Nintendo's really got their shit together. Look at this Game Boy. Steam-powered Nintendo. Like I said, they're architecturally interesting, nice looking, cool and often an incredible pain in the ass to try and find one guy or a cliquey. Council Spymaster. Well, lucky me. Another level for yours truly. Find the spy identity, or spydentity, as I like to say. For no particular reason, I just like to say it. Hi, guys. I've got my level up buff, so... Oh, I'm really sorry about that for you guys. The red must flow, my friends. Don't. Mission complete. I have an hour. I will note that there are some timed missions that fail. For instance, this timer will keep going. If I were to quit the game now, it would keep going in real time, and when I come back, the quest would fail. I could retake it, but it would fail. Others that have short time periods, and at least most of them, if you fail, they reach the end of the clock, and that's all that happens. It reaches the end of the clock. Nothing happens beyond that. Just the clock goes to 00. Arachnos may be paying you to catch this spy, but that argument won't take you far in this space. Expect a fight. Oh. That's going to be a real shame. These poor bug boys. Poor little bug boys. Squish, squish, squish. It's the council spy. Thanks for doing my job for me. Coming to me. I didn't see what he said. Don't think it much matters. As I have defeated him. Wow. I did the hour finish already? It seemed like just 2 minutes ago that I said I had an hour. Funny. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. You tune into the radio and search the telltale sound of Radio Free Opportunity Announcer. We are the sound you need every day of your evil lives. It's radio. Radio Free Opportunity. Seems that the council's spymaster ran into a big problem and goes by the name of the Red Rain Ripper now. Their spies all busted up. But there's nothing they can do about it. Too bad for those fellas. Just goes to show. You should know how to listen to the radio. That is, as long as it's radio. Radio Free Opportunity. Takes you a minute switching stations, but soon enough you hear the sound of Radio Free Opportunity. We are the sound of the end times. We have the DJ at the party at Ground Zero. With the best info for the worst of you, it's Radio Free Opportunity now. It seems like we've been losing a lot of listeners lately, and it ain't been that easy listening station. No, my honorless thieves, we've been seeing loyal listeners sent to the Big Zig in Paragon through the efforts of a mysterious group of vigilantes who call themselves Wyvern. Now you're probably thinking, but Radio Free Opportunity, this doesn't matter to me because I'm not a loser. Well, we know you're not a loser. You're cool, like Red Rain Ripper, because you're listening to us right now, aren't you? So here's the deal. These wyvern types are meeting this very day with one of their secret financiers. It's a chance to hurt them and line your pockets at the same time. A real twofer. But we got to give everyone a chance. So if you want to know where they are, you're going to have to be meeting. Wow. Be caller 13. It could be you. Phone picks up immediately, and you hear the voice of Radio Free Opportunity on the other end. Congratulations, Red Rain Ripper. You're our 13th caller. Whoever would have guessed? You'll be after the financier and whoever he's meeting with. Financier, you know. They should have what you're looking for on them. Now take down this address and remember to tune in to Radio Free Opportunity. But first, man needs to train up, you know? Arbiter Unger again. His friends call him Felix. Once. Old guy TV reference. Ready for level 13. Lucky number 13. Put a point into follow-up. Probably 2. We'll drop the last of our standard freebie enhancements that we got from the pay-to-win vendor. These are all essentially worthless. We'll drop an accuracy in there, though, even if it only lasts a level or 2. Sleep duration. We put them to sleep permanently, but thank you anyway. Running speed. A regular good old sprint, I think. No, we don't need it for sprint. Swift is an auto, right? Yeah, I'll just drop it in there. Where were we? That it? No. Swift. There we go. That's an inherent, and... okay, we'll sell the rest of it. We find someone who's willing to take it off our hands. Don't suppose you are, babe? Nope. Must be the merit vendor. Yes, the merit vendor. I'm curious. Conversions. Convert infamy to reward merits. Various and sundry stuff. Okay. Enhancements. These are sets, I think. Or specials? No. Looks like sets. Yeah, these are sets. Archetype origin enhancements. Higher level stuff again. Recipes. IOs. Others. PvP IOs. Reward rolls. Random recipes and whatnot. And salvage. Special salvage types. For special recipes. Got it. Okay, the mission. Is there a vendor here, though? Is there a vendor nearby? That's the merit vendor. Merit vendor. Quartermaster. First thing we do, we sell the stuff we don't need. And we got to buy one visor. We don't want to be missing that first hit on our follow-up to get the buff. Because we don't do any damage and we don't get the buff, so missing it double hurts. It hurts me in a deep, personal way. Makes me want to cry. And I don't like it when tears flow. I like it when the red flows. No, that's RP again. I don't actually like blood flow at all, especially not mine. However, I'm not a psychopath. I don't have two long straight blades that come out when I go shing. According to the tip from Radio Free Opportunity, this should be the place. And the first thing I do is a miss again. I just added 2 freaking accuracy enhancements. Stop with the arrows, man. You're messing with the line of my jacket. These wyvern dudes, man. Just a absolute bring down. Left or right? Left or right? Right. Hi, guys. Who amongst you would like to play a game? Hmm? Now, you guys running away as bow wielders, kind of a dick move. It's like you don't want to say hi to my little edged friends. What do we got? Agent. Ooh, a Fang agent. Of my own level yet. We're looking for the financier. Didn't hear your friends as they died? Such a special moment to share with someone when the red flows. Oh, look at you, standing on the chair like you're something special. Well, I think we've got an elevator bay. Generally speaking, you gotta go up, find who you're looking for. Talon agent. That's Talon, not talent. Because these boys have got no talent whatsoever. Except for laying down on the job. Oh, 2 of the fellers. Isn't that nice? As you might be able to tell, a scrapper can dish out pretty good damage. I think they're theoretically top damage dealer in the game. You know, because they have to be melee, so their damage numbers are going to be higher than ranged damage dealers. Maybe the other way then. It doesn't appear like coming through here as the financier. I'm a poet and I know it. And my knives show it. They're long fellows. That's not the way that old gag originally went, but hey. I'm going to guess up here. We're looking for the financier. We've got a Fang agent. Talon agents up there. Again, Talon, not talent. Where is Mr. Finance? He's down. He's down. Confirmed. Patrol down. It's Red Rain Ripper. Oh, they know I'm here. My fame precedes me. Not actually my name, guys. It's that's just what the media calls me. If you really want to know my name, I'll whisper it in your ear when we're done here. I'm going to take a quick knee, get the rest of my health back. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. Confirmed. Oh, another wave of attacks. They do so like me, it seems. I'm still looking for the financier. Up, another floor. Where does this elevator go? It goes up. Lingerie, power tools, pet supplies. That's the financier. Talking over there. Where is the financier? I just heard him chatting. It sounded like it was over there. Okay. Holy crap, they're hitting really hard. I am not a fan of your explosive rounds, sir. Mission complete again. It's good to be bad. As you're counting the money you stole, thinking of all the influence it'll get you, you hear the voice of Radio Free Opportunity. Break to whatever the radio was tuned to before. It's radio. Radio Free Opportunity, where evil always wins, even when good plays it smart. Big news today is Red Rain Rippers daring theft from Wyvern. With their operating budget stolen, no one knows what they're going to do. Now I wonder where Red Rain Ripper found out about that little job. Oh yeah, I remember. It was right here on Radio Free Opportunity. Tune into the station, and sure enough, the voice of Radio Free Opportunity cuts into the music, blasting through the airwaves like a hammer to the skull. It's radio. Radio Free Opportunity, coming to you live from who knows where. We have the lowdown on the down low, all just for you, our listeners. Speaking of secrets, we've heard here at the station that the cabal of mystics with an overactive sense of justice, you know as the Legacy Chain, are going to be holding induction ceremonies for their newest members in some of their offices here in Port Oaks. Well, I'm sure everyone in the Rogue Isles wishes them the best and hopes that their little induction of our new would-be champions of righteousness isn't crashed by any of the bad guys out there. Isn't that right, all you bad guys listening? Oh, and I should probably mention that we've heard these ceremonies will involve some pretty valuable stuff. I just hope nothing bad happens. And that's what we call a hint, ladies and gentlemen. The voice of Radio Free Opportunity fades. A mere 570 yards away. Won't take but a minute. Maybe two. Marconeville, or Marconiville. Looks like you were right. You can hear the sounds of the ceremony from somewhere in this office. They won't know what hit them. Oh, yes, they actually will know exactly what hit them. Long, very sharp knives. Three things to steal and defeat the initiation boss. Two things to steal. Pardon me while I elevate. And I elevated them to their next plane of existence. I got two more things to steal. Ooh. It's the Initiator. Wonder what he's here for. Probably nothing. Just a coincidence. Nice fire you got there. Be a shame if somebody put it out. 2 things to steal. There's one more to steal. We already, bled the man who needed bleeding. Pardon me. Sometimes they'll give you this on the map. Sometimes you will get an indicator. Doesn't happen often. Sometimes also if you have a kill all mission, a little red arrow will show up and that will be your target if you're down to like 1 or 2. So that's something to be aware of. It doesn't happen as often as I would like, but it does happen occasionally. I hear the thrumming. So it's right here around the corner. There it is. Right around the corner. And back out we go. City of Villains mission completion music is good. The City Heroes still got it beat though. Back to. You try to tune into Radio Free Opportunity again, listening for the announcer's voice. To break into the middle of the song, you're warded soon enough when you hear, it's the love song for your heart of darkness. It's radio. Radio Free Opportunity. I've got a bit of news for you, all you black masks out in Rogue Isles. If you were thinking about pouring some weed killer on the next crop of Legacy Chain initiates, you should have set your alarm clock for yesterday. Looks like Red Rain Ripper beat you all to the punch, which is spiked. Thank you very much. Red Rain Ripper, if you're listening, keep it up. You're proof of the good things happen to bad people who listen to radio. Radio Free Opportunity. Well, you know, some of us have got it. And some don't. Mission. We have no mission currently. Let's see. Drea the Hook. We can check. I'm not sure they're going to have any missions for us. We may have to go to Capo Diablo now. But we can find out. That's right, he hit the billboard. I mentioned before I used to be able to hit the lamppost, to jump from the top of lamppost to the top of the lampposts. From one to the next across town. Back when I was young and my coordination wasn't shot to shit. My name's Drea, that's all you need to know. Unless you know about each other, the better for both of us. Dig? You do your own thing out there. And if I get a tip on something, big going down like a bank heist in Paragon City, I'll put a coded message in the Rogue's Isle Protector. Just make sure you check out the newspaper from time to time. You pull off one of those Paragon City jobs, then I can introduce you to contacts who have more jobs for you. You should be on the lookout for contacts as well. Some guys have jobs for you, and the only prerequisite is that you've previously proved yourself by earning a badge or something. So, these are similar to the police radio missions on Hero side. In this case, though, they don't show up on the radio. They show up in the Rogue Isle Protector. And these are dynamically generated, simple, straightforward, go into a place and beat up the dude or find the thing. Black market in Henri relics, thriving. Father Martin Henri was something of the Rogue Isle's first superhero. He fought ghosts in Port Oaks and the demon in Capo Diablo, if you believe in that stuff. A lot of folks claim his bones ward off evil to this day. Don't know about that. Seems you do know they're worth a little money. You know the right buyers. The trolls seem to have some of Henri's ivory for sale. Let's go ahead and just show you one of those. These are smaller, non-story based missions. I mean, they may have a little touch of the lore, like they did there about Father Henri. The trip to get here probably lasted longer than the trolls will. Wow. Even my internal monologue is talking smack about the trolls. Rightly so, it seems. Guardboard is one of their lieutenants. He does not seem to be proof against blades, however. Get Henri's bones. Pardon me, sir. Have you heard the good word from our Lord and Savior Knife? Actual work? Ew! Well, welcome back, regardless. I won't hold it against you. I did my time. Missed. Enough of him. Oh, I've got those confused. No wonder. Well, I'm a dope. Somehow I swapped the places on those two. Alright, we're looking for Father Henri's bones. Not here, though. Must be back in the other room. I figured that out on my own. Pretty smart, huh? Hey, guys. You feeling all right? You're looking a bit green. Wow, you have really noisy hits. I just have nice, quiet slices. Nice dodge. In the words of Trinity, dodge this. I'll take a moment to get to catch my air. I am winded. The trolls demand such enormous physical activity that I'm just green with envy. Wow, he hit really hard. I'm going to take a knee again. I'm going to stop talking crap about the trolls. Granted, he was a lieutenant on level, so he should hit hard. Again, I will repeat this for anyone who's new. If you see down here, this is the invisible chat behind my melon. Down here, in the very lower right corner of the chat is the quick chat button. You click on that. It's got things you can set music, you can set your idle animations, you can do emotes, converse, stuff like that. There's also a set notoriety that allows you to control sort of game settings. And if you go to adjust level and go to -1, that will lower the average level of all of the mobs in an instanced mission space like this by 1 to 1 level below you. It makes it faster to run through the missions, easier, and you're less likely to run into very, very difficult fights that are going to get you killed. That last guy peeled off half my health. He was an on-level lieutenant. He would have been a +1 level lieutenant if I hadn't set it down 1, and would have had a shot to kill me. And had he had a friend or 2 with him, I probably would have died. The missions are a little bit unforgiving if you're running them at level. Also, that is going to depend to some degree on your build and your specific spec. Certain classes have a lot more survivability than others. Be very, very careful if you're playing a blaster, because even though most of my characters were blasters back in the day, we used to joke that blasters were spec'd for experience debt, because when you died and got sent to the hospital, you didn't lose XP, but you got some experience debt, which is paid off 50-50. Half of it going to paying off your debt, and the other half going to continued experience. So you don't quite you don't really lose XP, you lose future XP for a while. I gotta say, most of mine I've been running as, was it Sentinels, I think? They really just have his bones laying here? Oh, dude, that's one of them. I guess he's got multiple bones. Well, I have multiple bones too, so I guess that makes sense. Where you going? Blasters are beasts now. They didn't used to be back in the day. Now they have made a number of changes. For instance, they've moved endurance and swift, I think, into the default loadouts, so you don't have to take those anymore. I think in general they've made things a little bit easier than it used to be. And how much of this is just Homecoming and how much of it is changes that were made in live, I don't know. There we go. Mission completed. They did a lot, or redid a lot of Blaster and Homecoming. I will have to give them a closer look. Let's see. We need Unger. There he is. I mean, we used to joke about it being City of Blasters, but we also joked about Blasters being spec'd for XP debt. And I know the truth of that. I did see the patch notes coming out for the next page. Yeah, with the Dominators and Controllers getting Arsenal as a primary, and Dominators also getting an Arsenal set for the secondary. Those are obviously the headlines. New stuff like that. They also had a lot of new missions for villain play, which is nice to see. I would like to train to a new level of power. Please. Let's see. Dull pain. Quick recovery. Probably go with that. He says, let's go with dull pain. I have 3 little crosses. changing and adding epic power pools, which has you the most excited. I do not have enough experience with the end game experience, let's say. Select, rename, tell me more. Oh, sure, at 14 I got a title. Oh, there we are. At level 15, you get a title. Okay, I thought it was 14. I'm sure it was 14. I was wrong. Now I feel shame. Active, inactive. I've burned through those. Find a contact. Ashley McKnight and Kappa Diable. Veluta Lunata. I just love saying her name. It rolls off the tongue. Veluta Lunata. Dr. Shelley Percy left medical school in disgrace. I like her. Medical school. I wonder if she's good with knives. Ashley McKnight, Bit Night Squad. She was initiated into the group the same day that the Ricti invaded. She watched as many of her new members were killed as the Ricti assaulted the magical groups first and foremost, because the Ricti do not have resistance to magic. They don't understand it. They don't even believe in it. She's been one of the more controversial members of the Midnight Squad, believing that the two events occurred at the same time for a reason. She sees it as her mission as a Midnighter to bring down the Ricti. Well, I think I like the lady with a knife. Shelley's kept herself busy providing medical services to the less scrupulous metahumans to be found by the dozen in the Rogue Isles. Well, let's just teleport straight to her. And poof. None of this messing around, just straight to him. Welcome, Red Rain Ripper. I'm Dr. Shelley Percy. I've come to know a great deal about you metahumans, but there's still plenty we can learn together. Are you game? Greetings, Red Rain Ripper. I've been given a most exciting opportunity, and I'd very much appreciate your assistance. Oh, don't worry, you'll be well paid. Here's the plan. The Council, remember, Nazis, has recently transported a single Nictus to a small base they maintain here on Capo Diable. Nictus is sort of a evil alien non-corporeal being. They are a special race that is available at character creation. Or I guess they show up as the class or the race, I'm not sure. The Nictus are the bad ones, and don't remember the names of the good ones. Dr. Eon and I are both highly interested in the cargo in question, and though we have a somewhat adversarial relationship, we've agreed to work together for the time being. I'll provide the muscle and enlist a friend of mine to extract the Nictus from its host. He'll finance the deal and make sure the Council never finds out who's responsible. It's a win-win-win deal, Red Rain Ripper. If you're willing to steal a Nictus from the Council, the Nictus will most likely be carried in a body of a chosen soldier. Once you've kidnapped him, you'll have 90 minutes to get him to a friend of mine, who will extract the creature. Any longer, and we risk the creature taking over the host's body and becoming inseparable from it. I'm going to steal a Nictus. Ow. I just missed that one. We can't hit them all the time. Even us bad guys. Oh, it's a cave. Why did it have to be a cave? Oh, well, should have known. It's one of the Council or Fifth Column bases, and they tend to be caves. The Council's small incursions into the Rogue Isles have been tolerated so far, but you've heard Lord Recluse himself has his eye on their activities. Even Lord Recluse doesn't care for the Nazis. You'll note I one-shotted one of those guys. So that was a total of 3 swings to take out all 3 of them. Pretty good. Used to be higher, but now level 35 you can get epic pools or villain patron pools. Nice. Oh! Hey! I'm here to use my knives, not my feet, friend. Don't make me chase you again. Oh, wait. I won't have to. Another runner. They just won't learn, will they? Sorry, friend. I have to find the Nictus. I hear thrumming. Now, this is just a regular clicky. These normally will give you bonus influence, but I am running the extra 100% XP bonus, so I get no bonus influence, so this will do nothing. I found some boot polish, though. And I am wearing boots, so, I mean, it's not a complete loss. There is a way back over here. Generally speaking, in a map like this, whatever you're looking for, if you come in up here, it's going to be down here somewhere. There's a helpful hint. Run into an elevator and you're looking for one thing, it's almost always on the top floor. So keep taking the elevators up. That way or that way? We must get the Nictus to its resting place quickly before it wins the battle for control of my body. Yeah, don't worry about it, dude. I got you covered. He's using Nictus abilities on me. Oh, don't run away, friend. I said not to run away, friend. The Nictus has entered my body. And I have an hour to get it out. But do I really want to get it out? I have a temporary power. What temporary power do I get? Nictus gravitic something. Emanation. Emanation, I think. Nictus absorption and Nictus shadow step. All right. Oh, that one's on by default. All right, I've got an hour and a half to get the Nictus out of me. You okay in there? Or maybe that's just the gas. Yeah, it might not be the Nictus. You hear clipped orders. The council has preceded me. All right, what do we have? I'm going to try to use that and see where that gets me. Oh! Okay. Kind of like. Knockback, not really my thing, you know. I want them within arm's reach. Okay, not necessarily arm's reach. Arm and blades reach. Elevators. No, oh, sorry, not elevators. They do look like elevators, though. But they're not. think you're going, my friend? Stop running. It hurts when... much worse when you get gutted from behind, my friend. So much worse. I'm a man of science! Red Rain Ripper, help me? Did he actually say that? He did. Archon Landers. Have the Nictus extracted. Wee, that was scary! Get to my machinery, I'll help you get it out. Oh, hi guys. Don't worry about me in the dock here. We're just going to, take care of you. And then go upstairs. Well, we'll take care of your friends. And then I'll get this Nictus pulled out of me. Oh no, we've got way too many mobs coming. I have no idea what pulled all the extras, but that's not good. That was bullshit. A whole bunch of guys come running from way outside the room. That just ain't fun, y'all. They followed me! What the fuck? I didn't know they could do that! I've never seen mobs follow you across floors. I've been playing this game a bajillion years and I've never seen that before. Right, yes. Oh, that's right. I forgot you can do conversions. I had forgot you could do conversions. Thank you. Oh, believe me, though, I knew about running to the elevator. I wanted to finish off one more before I took off, and that was a dicey thing. I had forgotten about the combines. Thank you. I've never seen mobs move between floors before. And I mean ever that I can remember. Good old BAF mobs. For those of you who didn't play old school stuff, there's a type of mobs called that we referred to as BAFs. Stood for bring a friend. Because that's what they would do. You aggroed them, they'd run off and come back with a whole shitload of friends. That was a jaw dropper for me. That's the first time I've ever seen mobs cross map boundaries before. Didn't even know they could do it. But then you learn something new every day. Most of the time what you learn isn't good stuff, but you do learn. Again, I will grab a quick knee. Yeah, I know that the elite bosses and the like will chase you to an entrance. At least an instance entrance. I didn't know that they would chase you through floors. Well, according to this, I'm supposed to be over here somewhere. Hi, guys. How do you feel about a little spin? I'm going to be a little bit cautious. These guys are hitting pretty hard. So I'm going to probably be doing a bit more of the healing between mobs bit. It was so much better when I was just wading through them one group after another. But oh well. All good things must come to an end. See, like, that's much better. That's what you want to be doing. Should be one last batch of them then. Here. Where do you think you're going? Oh, look at that double back maneuver. Very slick. Ill-advised, but slick. All right. Get this, nick this out of me. Ooh. You know, it's like after you've had a really enormous bowel, I'm going to stop right there. Contact. Nope, I think I gotta go back to him. Mission is completed. Doctor. Which doctor is it? Doctor. Active. There we go. Back to Shelley Percy. Is her middle name Bish? Because Percy Bish Shelley? So, the Nictus entered you, Red Rain Reaper. Interesting. It will be a most fascinating subject of study, how I long to absorb myself in quiet research for a time. Thank you, Red Rain Ripper. I can see that you, like myself, are capable of almost anything. I'd like to think we're becoming friends, Red Rain Ripper. I'd like to, but I don't quite trust you yet. Why don't you check in with me regularly by phone, and perhaps buy a few of my enhancements? She gave me her number. She digs me. Thank you for coming, Red Rain Ripper. I need the assistance of one such as yourself. I have a patient in bad condition, and I need some rather specific equipment to diagnose his illness. It's right here on the island, but Arachnos won't grant me access, and I don't have the kind of money it would take to buy it legitimately, so I need to try an illegitimate route, like you. Would you help me steal that medical equipment? Well, it's for helping people, right? I'm all about helping people. Mostly I help them get rid of those unnecessary internal organs and blood that they're carrying around. Really, it weighs so much. Dr. Percy said she's after the most sensitive diagnostic weapon known to man. Another green, please. How big's the map? It's not a biggie if it's only one floor. You guys gonna move in closer so I can... Well, at least one of them did. I leap and finish. The leap's a bit dramatic, but when the red flows. Hi, guys. More bug boys. Oh, and extra friends. Well, I say friends, they're not. We're not close. What is up with more and more dudes showing up? Not fair. Not fair and not welcome. I will take a quick knee. If they're going to gang up on me, they can't expect me to fight fair. Bug boys. That outfit, those outfits of theirs are the worst. They're just so... Oh my god, there's a whole bunch more. Including a yellow difficulty lieutenant. Why am I keep getting like 4 and 5 mobs on me at a time? Dude. Seriously. Running away? Do you think Lord Recluse would approve of your running away? Well, you won't have to worry about it now. I hope you didn't soil your armor with anything other than the red, of course. Oops. Another Fortunata. Got 2 accuracy enhancements on that sucker, and it just ain't cutting it. A quick knee, once again, as for whatever reason, Bug Boy's hitting hard tonight. Keep running. I really would have expected... Oh, dear Lord. Oh, no. I thought that The machines on the wall were more wolf spiders. Oh, another level for me. Bad news for them is suddenly I'm a level higher, and they're not. Thank you very much. Well, I found a dead end, and there goes my leveling up buffs. Sad to say. Sad to see. But I'm still a level higher than I was when I came in, which means I'm a level higher than I would be otherwise. Making them all, well, it's an indelicate phrase, making them easier meat. Trying to steal the equipment, but I am having imperfect luck at finding it. Again, as we discussed, these mission tile sets, not my favorites. Currently, I don't have much enhancements at all. Just the free leveling ones you can get from the pay-to-win vendor, and then a couple of accuracies, and that's it. And this accuracy is not dead. Defense buffs. No. Accuracy, can't use it. Defense buffs. Yeah, so these all just get sold. So not using a bunch at present. Is this the right way? No, this is the right way. We hope. If the Luddites try again, I want them disposed of. Alright, now you are making me angry. Special Operative Hicks. Hicks, is it? Where's Hudson? Clue found. I hear the thrumming, the magical humming. Mission complete. So long, guys. Wyvern? Oh, no, Luddites. Bye, Luddites. I like that the Luddites are a not-so-super group. We'll call Shelley Percy. Excellent work. Red Rain Ripper. My patient will be most pleased. I should have told you my patient is an influential man here on the island. He'll want to know about your work on his behalf. We've made some fascinating discoveries together, my friend. I'm pleased to have you on my side. There's someone I would like you to work with as well. Let's see. Marshal Brass, the head of Arachno's fortress on Capo Diable. Okay, we can do that. But for now, we need to train up. And let's see. That's not the trainer. That's the trainer. Arbiter Ore. 0.63 of a mile. Gold brickers. Boing. I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna get my feet wet again. I hate getting my feet wet. Oh. All right, or train to the next level. Throw those on there. And I'll choose my new title. Here we go. The Revolting? Ruthless? I'm a big one, as you might guess from the name, the Red Rain Ripper. I'm big for alliteration, so I will now be the Ruthless, known as the Ruthless Red Rain Ripper. Or maybe just stick with the. So you can't really see it. There's a little title they show you here. So I now should be known as the Red Rain Ripper, which is a little more accurate. You can change the color. Choose your title. You can. I didn't even notice. I hadn't even noticed that because I'm not necessarily the sharpest. That's primary. Secondary. Oh, for these names. It doesn't show for the. Drag the little bar. Ah. There it is. Yep. Thank you. There we are. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Now they'll know who I am. We have the Port Oaks Slugger here, another player. In a baseball outfit. I like that. Good use of the baseball outfit. Very nice. Very also, we mentioned the movie The Warriors earlier. One of the gangs in The Warriors were dressed up like the New York Yankees, if memory serves. And I think I am going to call it here. We hit 15. I got my title of the. Okay, that part's not particularly fascinating. But I always like to, if possible, check out in either Atlas Park or back here on Mercy. It's just my way. That is the sound of, presumably, that was a gifted sub? Mr. MacDad. That's extraordinarily dangerous. I was in the middle of saying extraordinarily dangerous. It's not actually dangerous. It is generous. Oh! Not just 1, 5. Is that 5? Wow, that's ridiculously generous, but thank you very, very much. And my condolences to Tennyson, Major Kicks, Real Mr. Pink. Very nice reference to Reservoir Dogs there. Mini Rider, is it? Mini Rider 23 and Canucket. Thank you very, very much. I have to agree with Fat Body. There we are. How am I doing? Thank you very, very much. That's very generous. You are too kind. Thank you. I try. That's my one and only emote that I have. Lens Pog or Pog Lens. It was I put it up shortly after they yoinked the old Pog emote. I'm glad you approve. Again, thanks a lot. The subscription is very generous indeed. I should be back tomorrow at my usual time on Excel. The spreadsheet? I'm an old guy. You say Excel. I think spreadsheet. I will ask, what is an Excel? Oh, server. No. By default, most of my characters... No, I should have understood Excelsior. I'm on Everlasting. I have my 50 characters are on Everlasting. I will take a moment Just one. And I'll give you the brief tour. Okay, it'll probably take more than just a moment. I will show you all 50 of my characters. I did choose server, right? There we go. So my highest level character here is my demon summoning mastermind, Steve Constantine. Abaddon the Fallen Angel, decided to change back, trying to work his way back up the ladder as a good guy. The Flabbergaster. Colonel Panic. That's a computer joke. Flex McGristle, the best name anyone has ever come up with for a character. He has his own brand of dietary and muscle building supplements. They are not FDA approved. Major Dysfunction. Major Malfunction was taken. So he's Major Dysfunction. Baron Epitaph, my Necromancer. The Candiru, one of my old characters recreated here from the old game. The Candiru, for those of you who may not be familiar with it, is the small Amazonian catfish that famously can swim up your urethra and stick out spines. The Flaming Sensation, because Burning Sensation was already taken. Bastard. The Nightborn, this is one of those where it's the alternate non-material race that binds to a human. This is the good guy flavor. Iron Sights. Ill Wind, I was playing him a couple of nights ago. Antimatter. Pun-based humor always has a place in City of Heroes. The Dink, one of my old villain characters from City of Villains. That's the smallest, whitest character you can make in the game. Ed 309. For those of you who remember RoboCop, the big robot he had to fight against was Ed 209. This is the upgrade. Lady Funnelweb. You Bond fans may recognize the name Ernst Stavro Blofeld. Deadbot Alpha Test, whose character description, is his boot messages. The remade version of my old Dark Defender from Live, Morgul. Gonad the Barbarian. Not the most creative of names. Bojest, that's a really, really old book/movie reference. Dr. Dark Energy. We have both the Flabbergaster and the Gobsmacker, I'll have you know. Professor Nightshade, not one of my favorites. Statesman is the superhero equivalent in City of Heroes, and this one's from a parallel universe. He is the Quantum Statesman. My Redneck Samurai, Jimmy Joe Bob Musashi. My Nictus character, I think this is a Nictus, Midnight Eclipse. Tyrannical Harpy, a joke for one of my Latro playing friends. This one also, the Twisted Fae. Never seen the game before? Well, right now I'm just running a quick demo of all of my characters. I have 50 characters on this server. It's a superhero game, as you would guess by City of Heroes. Ice 9, this is a reference to Kurt Vonnegut's Cat Cradle. The psionic melee character of Samurai, hard to pronounce. Sonics, Screamin' Mimi. My Archer ripoff. In horoscopes, the Archer, sign of the Archer, is a Sagittarius, so he is Sterling Sagittarius. 3 Mile Eileen. Well, the Ice 9 is a reference to Cat's Cradle. 3 Mile Eileen, yes, I told you, pun-based humor for your character names is live and well in City of Heroes. The Old Fart. I can't remember for the life of me why I would play a character named Old Fart. Old Man 2019. He was created on New Year's Eve 2019. I then created a Little Boy 2020 at midnight and played him for a couple hours. He has since been deleted. The Exhumed Executioner, Dr. Discharge, which is a really questionable name if you think about it. Mr. Mwahahaha, The Perfect Patriot. That one's kind of a political riff. Poison Irving, distantly related to Poison Ivy. Venefice, another poison-based character. The Reverberant, another Sonic character. This is the character here I created for the day after City of Heroes got the license. And I did my sort of tutorial and introductory stream for the game. This is Professor for New Guys. He is a handsome mo. He's one of the most handsome characters I've ever created. Don't you think? Really, really good looking. The Tempest Tyrant. You'd think his outfit was really cool if you could see it. When Diablo came out, I created Diablond. Takes after me? I have no idea what you mean by that. None whatsoever. Count Dorcula. He was a hematologist. And a thirsty vampire came in and fed on him. And now he's a grandpa who's a vampire. He's a grampire. And then this is the fellow we've been playing tonight and last night that I created last night. The Red Rain Ripper. He's one of the villains. Fatal Internal Error. Very nice name. If you find this interesting at all, it's an old school superhero game. It's a full-blown MMORPG. It is now a licensed server. NCSoft gave their approval about 2 weeks ago from leaked code. These guys have been running for a few years now. And it is officially approved. If you're interested in it, just head over to, just do a Google for City of Heroes Homecoming. Actually, I think I probably still have that in the buffer. Hold on. There it is. You don't even have to look it up. I'm a full-service streamer around here. And that has all the information you need. It's free. No charge. The only money involved anywhere is they take donations for the server fees, and they put up front and show the expenses every month. So it's all above board. It's legal and approved by NCSoft. Now, it's an old school MMO, so it plays a little bit slowly and deliberately, but I still think it's the best superhero MMO out there. If you want an introduction to sort of the base game and how to play it and what the commands are and what some of the controls are and some things to be aware of, I did do sort of an introduction to it a couple weeks ago. If you go to YouTube and look up Magnifying Lens Gaming, it has almost 3,000 views now. I mean, that's a ridiculous number for me. Basically it's an introduction for new players, a new player guidelines, new player help kind of thing. I'm sure there are a bunch of them out there as well as mine. But I am going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank all of you guys for hanging out. I particularly want to thank Mr. MacDad, who has suffered a recent head trauma, subscribed, and also given me 5 subscriptions. Please, you might want to seek medical attention. But I'm going to call it here. Not positive I'll be back tomorrow. If not back tomorrow, I'll definitely be back on Monday. Regardless, it'll be at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I will update that information when I make up my tiny little mind tomorrow. I probably will be on tomorrow, actually, now that I think about it a little more. And I'm not sure what time the game starts tomorrow, the 49ers game. But I have no big intention to watch. I might be switching over to check the score. But that's a couple miles away from me. So maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Tomorrow, Monday, if it matters, check the Discord. If not, there'll be an announcement. So I want to thank you guys again for hanging out. spending some of your Saturday night with me. The later game, so that should be 5 p.m., I would guess. Although they may do it at like 3 or something. Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't check. So 7 your time, which I think would be 5 my time. About when I start streaming. Regardless, tomorrow or Monday, I'll be back. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. Hope your Sunday goes great as well. Take care. Have a great night tonight. And ciao.